We're here with Anderson Reggio, performance analyst at American Magic. Some fantastic conditions out here in Barcelona. Some testing, some racecourse practice, and a dramatic end. Can you break down the different focuses of the day?
Yeah, for us, we sort of had a tale of two different forecasts on the day, and fortunately the windier one came good. So we went out there and were able to put up the smaller head sails that we haven't seen too much yet and put them through their paces. A little bit of regimented straight line testing and then into some race practice.
So you were sailing with the J3 and the J4 in this breeze. Are these your upper end sails, or have you got a J5 and a J6?
Those are the sails that we have in the inventory at the moment. You know, as we progress through different designs and different codes of the jibs will come online as we get that further down the path.
So what are the wind ranges of the sails of the jibs we saw today?
Well, I think today we saw towards the latter half of the day there, we were averaging sort of 17 to 20 consistently. And the J4 was doing quite nice for us. We like that sail.
So you also had a new rudder in place today.
Yeah.
It looks like a development from the legacy rudder you had previously. What's the idea behind this design?
Oh, I'm not a designer on that front. You know, it's slightly different from the previous rudder, a little bit different shape to it on the vertical and a little bit of a different shape on the elevator, you know, just a progression of our design path there.
Yeah, so the rudder blade is quite a lot longer than we've seen on the previous rudder. And in the light wind, we saw some quite low ride heights, and we saw a few touch down and touch and go maneuvers. So is this rudder to compensate on that ride height?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I think when everybody starts to look at sailing in a sea state here, you know, wanting to make sure that you have enough rudder immersion to be able to accommodate, you know, bigger waves in Barcelona than what we saw last time in Auckland. That's just one of the puzzles that everybody's trying to solve.
Can we expect more rudders to be tested in the coming months?
I don't believe that this is our final rudder. Pretty sure we're going to have at least something else coming out at some stage, but I don't know exactly when.
So you've moved the cameras to the port foil from the starboard foil. What are you looking at there?
It's similar to what we were looking at the other foil last week, just trying to get some images of the foil from a different angle that we don't get from any of the other cameras that we have on board.
Is it to do with the flap movement and the mechanisms in the flap, or is it more about ventilation?
It's a bit of both, really. Yeah.
And actually, we'll end it there. Thank you, Anderson.
Okay, no problem, guys.
There we go.